Hi everyone, today I'm going to be comparing the three most recent Batmobiles from LEGO, the 1969, the 1989, and the 2022 Batmobiles. They both come with two minifigures each, and one is a villain and one is Batman. So let's start off with the builds and more specifically the play features. So the 1969 Batmobile comes with a stand. Oh, broke on me. Okay, comes with a stand that lists a couple of details about the Batmobile itself, and on the back it's got some stickers right here that are basically parachutes, I believe. It's got the jet engine. It's got a bunch of Windows stuff right here. It's got the phone right there, which everything you need. And the trunk in the back holds bat shoes. Just kidding, they're not bat shoes, but what they do is they go onto the stud. They replace the stud shooters like that. You take that off. You take this part, put it right here. Oh boy, kind of gotta, don't fall off. You gotta maneuver it around, put it right there, take the slope piece, put it right here, close it in, and you've got the cleaner look. And I'll do that with both of them. It also comes with batarangs in the back as well, but you just take the stud shooter out, put this in, put the slope on, like that, and not break anything, and you're good. It's cleaner, but I do like it with the stud shooters on, to be honest. I think it looks pretty cool. It still looks cool without them, but it looks kind of slimmer too. Overall, pretty great. I like the colors. I like how the front is built. I like how the red goes all around. I like the shaping of it. It looks really nice in my opinion. The stickers on the front are pretty good. And yeah, overall, just a really nice looking car, looking Batmobile. And we'll get to the figures in a second, but I do think they're pretty cool as well. But let's move on to the next car, which is the 1989 Batmobile. This one is definitely my favorite for many reasons. It's my newest one of the three, but that is not why. I am not going to be that person who's like, oh, it's my favorite because I got it like most recently, and yeah. No, this is pretty cool. When it rolls, the fire moves, and I've already made a review on this set. But just to recap, got the cool fire. You got the knob on this side that if you spin, those will pop off, and you can have these guns go out, and I think that looks really cool too. It's my favorite part. And the inside as well is really nice. It's really easy to fit a guy in there too. All you have to do is just have your Batman like this and just stick him in there. It fits really well as well. Just gotta fit the cape in, put that on, and it's just awesome. It's so smooth. And you even have a trunk just like the other one, which you can open, not like I just did, but you can open, and you've got a few gadgets. You got the little grappling gun, you got batarang, and you've got handcuffs. And so I think that's really nice. And this is, again, my favorite of the three. And yeah, let's move on to the 2022 one. This is the 2022 Batmobile, and it is another very interesting looking car. And when I first saw this, I was like, wow, this does not really look like a Batmobile, because it kind of just looks like a ordinary black muscle car. But I think that's kind of awesome. I don't think because in the movie it's supposed to be like a earlier version of the Batman, so I don't think the Batmobile needs to be super batty. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know, but yeah, it makes sense, and it's got a huge engine right here, which looks awesome. The big old exhaust, and you've got more stuff coming out over here, and right here. Of course, you could take these flames off if you don't want them on. It's really easy. But you do have two little buttons that you can press to fire the two missiles right here. Just do that. Okay, I just fired both of them, but yeah, you get the idea. And it's like a speed champion too. It uses a speed champion piece, I'm pretty sure. But it also uses the same kind of windshield piece that's used on a couple. And on the inside, it fits two people. I put a batarang right there, as you can see. But yeah, it doesn't have a trunk, so any storage is pretty much right there or on the passenger seat. And you do have space for two figures, just like the 1969 Batmobile. I do think this is probably my... Oof, this might be my least favorite because it doesn't really scream Batman, but I get what it's going for. I just like the other two a little bit more because they look like the Batman's car. But I do really like this vehicle either way. So let's move on to the minifigures. These are the three Batman minifigures, each having a different style of cowl piece, and I think that's pretty cool because it gives you kind of the evolution a little bit. You got the kind of no chin strap helmet, you got the original, and you've got the new one with the dual molded piece, so that way the eyes aren't like a part of the face print. And each of them have their own unique suit based off of the movie that they're from. So let's start from the 60s, then I'll do the 80s, and then the 2020s. And I'll start with the Batman, and then I'll move on to the villains. So let's start with this guy. This guy has a very simple design. This is the Adam West Batman, and also known as the Goofy Batman. Here's a better look at the cowl. Kind of see the detail. And then here's the face. He kind of has goggles, is what it's going for on top, that make up the eyes. He's got a smile on this side, and on the other side, he has kind of a more determined face. And the back print is pretty simple. I wish this guy had the dual molded legs like the other Adam West Batman that was included in the 2016 Batcave. But that's okay. I think it's fine because he goes with a Batmobile where he's probably going to be sitting most of the time, so I don't mind it. Overall, he looks pretty cool, and I'm glad to have him because he's a kind of iconic character. So let's move on to the 80s Batman. The 80s Batman, or the Michael Keaton Batman, is pretty cool. I don't think he's very accurate to the movie. I think the other one is a lot better, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but I do want to start off with the cowl because it's dual molded, as I said, and it's the newer piece. See, his face print is one that we've been getting for a while, but I think that's nice that you can kind of have any face you want, and you can use it as Batman's face. His back. I've already gone through this guy in the review of his car, but I think it's worth going over again for this video. So that's his torso. Overall, this is it's a nice figure, and I think it's very fun to have because of the helmet, and I think this is one of the coolest helmets any superhero character has gotten. I really like the dual molded helmet, and I think that's awesome. So let's move on to the 2020s Batman. The Robert Pattinson Batman uses the older style helmet right here, and it uses the classic face print for Batman, which has been used many times, and he's got this nice back print as well, Like, that is probably the coolest back print of any Batman minifigure. And also the coolest torso. Look at that. It's got the shiny Batman emblem in the belt. And overall, this is one of the coolest looking Batman figures. But not only does it have the cowl in the face, but because the set it comes in is awesome, they also include this. They include a Bruce Wayne face and hairpiece, and it looks amazing. I'm so glad they used this. And when I display the set, I usually have this face with the hairpiece on him, just because I think it looks better, and I think it looks really cool too. Maybe even I'll probably just have him not have the cape, because that makes a little bit more sense to me. Just like that. I don't know. That's just what I do. Overall, I do think this is my favorite of the three. Just, it's detailed, and it's what I think of when I think of a Batman suit. And it just looks really close to like the animated suit or the Dark Knight suit. And those are my favorites. So I'm glad to have this guy. And I will be doing a Batman comparison video with all my Batman minifigures. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's get into the villains, because they are pretty cool too. 60s Joker is a little bit less detailed than the 2016 one. It has less of a overall detail than that one does. It doesn't have the arm printing, which I believe the 2016 one does. It does have this nice hairpiece though. I love that hairpiece. That's my favorite hairpiece. Besides a few. It has a great kind of face print, and you can kind of see the mustache on him because the actor had a mustache. Here's his alternate facial expression. Overall, this is a great minifigure, and he also comes with a grappling hook too. It's great. It's nothing too crazy, but it doesn't really have to be. It's nothing too detailed, but it doesn't have to be again. All that was missing is arm printing, and then again, the 2016 had arm printing, and that just consisted of lines. And to me, that's nothing too crazy that we missed out on. So overall, a great figure. But moving him out of the way, let's get the Jack Nicholson Joker in here. This is an amazing figure. And they made 3 sets based off of the 89 movie. Being a Batmobile, a Bat Jet, and a 4+ Batmobile. And all 3 of them came with a Batman and a Joker. Wow. The only difference between this one and the one from the Bat Jet was that that one had a purple hat instead of the green hairpiece. So, you know, okay. It's kind of weird that all 3 sets came with a Joker and a Batman, but I do think it's good to have a Joker. I don't know, but I digress. It has a cool hairpiece. I like that hairpiece for Jack Nicholson's Joker. It's only got this one facial expression. It's got a nice torso print and a very simple back print. So, getting him out of here, we've got the coolest one. This is Colin Farrell's Penguin from the new Batman movie. And he comes with the bazooka. This was my first set that came with this newer stud shooter piece, and I thought it was really cool when I first got it. It's also got this simple gun. Let's get that out of here so we can look at the details. He's got a nice kind of purple outline all over his torso. He has a big giant coat over him as well, purple bow tie. He has a very cool face print, and overall I think this is very accurate to what was in the movie. Here's his other face, and I love that face a lot. I might just have him in that face. Okay, focus maybe? Yeah, I might just use that face for him whenever I display it, because that looks really cool too. I didn't realize how cool that was, because I always stick to a face. Once I put them together, I just have that face, and I never really switch it. But it's just a great figure and a great set. All of the sets are pretty cool. I just think the minifigures in the 2022 one are the best overall. But yeah, let's get on to the final thoughts and we'll get out of here. Really quick, just wanted to compare these two Batman, and I do really prefer this one because that's Michael Keaton's Batman. It's really cool, but I understand why they couldn't use that minifigure in this set because obviously they had to fit Batman into the Batmobile and they can't do that with a rubber piece right there. It's also really big, so I get it. It still looks awesome, and I do, again, love that helmet. So yeah. In conclusion, we've gotten a lot of pretty good Batmobiles over the past couple years. I don't have the tumbler that came out a couple years ago, but I don't think I have the, I don't know, need for it because I've got all of these amazing builds and cars, and I think they're all just awesome in their own right. Each one has something unique to them and something that the other one doesn't have, or something that is better than another. Like this one, probably the most detailed, this one probably the most nostalgic, and this one probably the coolest and the most fun to play with. So they're all great in their own right, and it's almost like the Spider-Man, you know, gotta, no one really knows which one's the best. There's always going to be a debate about that, and I think all these are just equally awesome. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.